Percy and Duck enjoyed their work at the harbor, pushing and pulling trucks full of cargo to and from the quay. But one morning, the engines were exhausted. The harbor was busier than ever. The Fat Controller promised that another engine would be found to help them. They waited for the engine to arrive. It came as a shock when he did. The two engines had not worked with Diesel for a long time. With that, Diesel, as if to make himself quite clear, bumped some trucks hard. Percy and Duck were horrified. They did not trust Diesel at all. They refused to work and would not leave their shed. The Fat Controller was enjoying his tea and ice bun when the telephone rang. Diesel was working loudly and alone. Cargo lay on the quay. Ships and passengers were delayed. Everyone was complaining about the Fat Controller's railway. Percy and Duck were sulking in their shed. Then, in a quiet, hurt voice, he added, Percy and Duck went sadly back to work. Next morning, things were no better. Diesel's driver had not put his brakes on properly, and Diesel started to move. He went bump straight into Percy. Percy had an awful fright. He didn't even say he was sorry to Percy. Later, Diesel bumped the truck so hard that the loads went everywhere. Percy and Duck did not want to be tattletales, so they said nothing. Diesel, thinking he could get away with his bad behavior, was ruder than ever. Next day, he was shunting trucks full of china clay. He banged the trucks hard into the buffers, but the buffers weren't secure. The silly trucks were sunk. Soon the Fat Controller heard the news. The trucks were hoisted safely from the sea, but the clay was lost. The Fat Controller spoke severely to Diesel. Whistling cheerfully, they puffed back to work, while Diesel sulked slowly away.